Quick video on how to get into an Arkenstone mode. Arkenstone mode is like a mini wizard mode in the Hobbit Pinball. So you got 3 here: Into the Fire, Barrel Escape, and Battle of 5 Armies. They're played sequentially, so the first time you qualify you'll get Into the Fire, the second time you get Barrel Escape, and the third time you get Battle of the 5 Armies. I'm doing it with the glass off because it's easier to explain everything. The attract mode screen actually tells you how to do it. 5 things you need to do: complete a mode, advance to Erebor, collect all of the dwarves, start Beast Frenzy, and start Smelg Multi-Ball. If you do all 5 things, that animation happens and you get into an Arkenstone mode. Alright, so let's... some of them happen naturally. The hardest ones are probably completing a mode and advancing to Erebor, because the orbit shots kind of get stopped halfway now for mode locks. Alright, so let's do the dwarves first. So with the dwarves, they're all here on the playfield. You have to hit the yellow targets, not the actual drop targets. So you have to get the drop target down, then hit the yellow target. So there's 3 here, there's 3 here, there's 3 here, there's 1 in the hole, 1 in the orbit here, 1 in the orbit here, and Thorin. This one's Bilbo, Gandalf, and Radagast, so they're not part of the dwarf party. So let's do that one first. Alright, so 1 orbit here. See, gets collected. 1, 2, 3. In there. So as you see, they get added on the screen. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so this orbit here now, Killy, 1, 2, ow. Okay, and I think I missed Thorin. Okay, Thorin's the captive ball in the middle. Sometimes you can actually get a mystery award or a Thorin award that'll spot one of the characters for you, and that's how Feast Frenzy starts sometimes. Alright, so we got Feast Frenzy going. Alright, so let's do Beast Frenzy. So with Beast Frenzy, what you need to do is you need to hit all of these beasts once each. So by default, they're all lit. The more times you hit them and get Beast Frenzy, like the 3rd and 4th time, you don't have to hit over the switch 3 or 4 times. But alright, Goblin, hit. Spider, hit, Warg, hit, and it's going to start a 2-ball multi-ball. Oh, so there we go, we've qualified for that. So Beast Frenzy is quite kind of annoying because it blocks a lot of your shots, and usually it'll happen during Smelg multi-ball. But yeah, whenever you qualify for one of the Arkenstone objectives, that little arrow there will light up. So as you can see, we've got these 3 to go. Alright, let's do the Smelg multi-ball. So Smelg multi-ball is simple as rolling over these things once each. So the ones that are flashing haven't been rolled over. And then lock will light. All gets staged. It's ball lock 1. Do that 3 more times. So you can actually stack the locks on the first time you do it. So right now lock isn't lit, but if I roll over it, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's now lit. And if I hit them all again, 1, 2, 3, 4, it'll be lit the second time. So you can only do that the first time. I think the second time you can't stack the locks. Alright, so you'll see now as soon as I hit this, because I've got 2 balls locked, it's going to qualify that Arkenstone. Alright, so there we go. Just gonna let the balls drain. Alright, two more things to go. Advancing error ball. So, this is what I was talking about before. Every time you do a switch hit on the orbit, it advances, every single switch hit will advance to error ball. Error ball is the mountain that Smog is sleeping at. So, but they added a new thing on the code where, as you can see, it's blinking green, and that means that if you shoot the orbit shot, it'll actually grab the ball and it'll lock it for the next mode you start. So because of that, you're getting half a switch hit because it's not hitting this orbit all the way around. But I'll just skip through now and get to error ball. Alright, so that's the fourth one. And then you get super spinner. Super spinner basically means you hit the orbit, it keeps on adding to the jackpot. You hit the captive ball, and you've cashed in the jackpot. So you can get some pretty big points during multi-ball with that. Alright, the last one is potentially the easiest or hardest depending on which mode you choose. So it's to complete a mode. Now every single one of these hexagons here are the modes that I've qualified for. How do you choose the modes? It's not like TSPP and Lord of the Rings where you can just kind of like hit a flipper and it'll choose a mode. You have to hit this ramp, and as soon as it hits, I think either this opto or this opto here, between there and this switch hit, you can hit, I think, the left or right flipper, and that'll allow you to choose the mode. So I'll do that now. Alright, it's the left one, so I'll have to swap hands. Alright, let's start from here. Alright, so, okay, Thief in the Night, that's a pretty easy mode. Comparatively. Alright, so you hit the mode ramp. Alright. Press the ring button. Alright, so looking at... Alright, it's going to give me 2 balls, so I'll lock the ball for that mode. Alright, shoot either loop. That's it. Some of the modes are really easy. Some of the modes are super hard. Yeah, some of the modes are almost impossible if you only have one ball. There's 2 modes, that one and the one ring where it's just one shot. Alright, so it won't let me start. I've qualified for all the Arkenstone modes, but because I've got 2 balls, it won't let me start the mode. So I'll drain one, and this one now light. There we go. So to start the Arkenstone mode, all you need to do is shoot either this VUK or this VUK. This one's always available because there's nothing blocking it. This one always seems to have a drop target in front of it, and then when you hit it, of course, they all reset, so you have to kind of hit that and get it in there. Yeah, when this is lit, I recommend going for it. If you start a mode, it will kill the mode if the ball goes in there, so it can kind of happen organically, but yeah, it's a pretty hard shot to go for, but put it in there, and there we go. Pretty funny 8-minute video. I said it's not going to take that long because of the everything being open, but it did. That's it.